as well, and that obviously will be a key. Steffi will be looking to spread Monica, because there's no doubt that having two-handed shots on both wings, this does restrict the movement of Monica Seles. She has such a long way to go each time to make her ground strokes, but certainly Steffi will have to be accurate, otherwise if she goes for too much too quickly, I expect we'll see a few drop shots. And Monica's own service, there'll be some pressure on that. It's not very hard yet, the delivery, but it is equally very accurate.
A capacity crowd, as you would expect. Tennis very much a major sport in West Germany these days, with the likes of Graf and Becker, how their country has emerged in the last 5 or 6 years, and so many players following these two.
1 minute.
In both the men's and ladies. Germany, a major force in world tennis. The sun is out, the setting is perfect, the breeze very slight, and we are all anticipating a great match. Of course, sometimes the matches don't live up to the billings, but I suspect, I've got that sort of gut feeling that this might just be one of those great encounters. Got all the ingredients right.
Yes, certainly. As I said, I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure both the players are. The money will be a long way from both their minds. The thing that matters is the ball as it comes to them.
16-year-old Monica Seles from Novi Sad in Yugoslavia, but as Anne was saying, has been living in Florida. Used to be Bradenton, but now Sarasota. She's recently split from her long-term coach, Nick Boltieri, and is now being looked after by her father. Steffi, of course, her father Peter, a very prominent role in her career, as well as her coach and practice partner Pavel Slozl. The umpire's voice you might just recognise. It's
Aufschlag Seles. Seles to serve.
A British voice. John Ralph, the administrator of the British Tennis Umpires Association, and Monica Seles to get us underway.
15-0. 15 love. Beide. 15 all. Kreisig 15. 30-15.
Signs of early tension in both ladies. I know just how important this game is.
Beide. 30 all.
I wonder how many of those we're going to see this afternoon.
Kreisig 40. 30-40.
Two big forehands bring the German a break point. It's good.
First game, Graf.
Well, Steffi in the groove right at the start there, and particularly on the forehand wing.
I think there we saw two key points at 15:30, where There was a second serve from Monica. Steffi stepped round it and hit her forehand very, very hard into the wing of Seles. And also in the long rally that followed that point, where Steffi took the pace off the ball, played in half a lob, and then opened up the court. And Seles, in the end, with her two-handed shots on both wings, can't keep running from one side to the other and reaching the ball. It's so restricting. If you try it yourself and put two hands on the base of a racket or a broom handle or anything else, your reach is so much less, and it means that Monica has to run that much further each time.
Do you think as her career develops she's going to have to develop one-handed ground shots?
Well, she has one on the left-handed side already. She doesn't use it unless she's forced into it, but I think possibly on any surface other than cement she's going to be a little bit limited with those two-handed shots.
Well, I'm sorry, just for a moment, we've lost pictures of the actual match. It's Graf serving, 1-love up. And we're back with the pictures, I think. Indeed we are. First point of the second game, and a winning drop shot from Steffi Graf.
No. 15 love. No. 30 love. No. 40 love.
Serve really shooting through, catching Monica unawares. Steffi's come out very strong indeed.
And that's a very powerful service and a wrong footing forehand from Steffi. She really has the demeanour of a champion this afternoon.
No. 15 love.
Well, important now for Monica not to get rushed. Not to get out of her own game plan. It's always difficult when you've lost a couple of very quick games at the start of the match to start to keep cool, not to panic.
First service. No. 30 love.
And a couple of easy points will give her a bit of confidence.
Rising 15. 30-15. Rising final, 30 all.
I don't think we'd see the ball being hit harder than by these two ladies already.
Yes, and these are the first rallies in the match, so both the girls will get rid of the
Graf,
tension here, I think.
40-30.
This point is particularly important to Monica, I feel.
That's a good shot.
Graf führt 2-1. Graf leads 2 games to 1.
She showed it against Caccini in the semi-finals yesterday. She reads these drop shots so well and has time to play them.
She's very, very fast. She anticipates extremely well. And Steffi, I think, a little bit silly going for the cross-court one. Monica was really up, and if you go for a cross-court drop shot like that, it opens up the angles for the opponent. After all, Monica really could hit that cross-court or down the line, and Steffi had no way of knowing which side to cover. In fact, she covered neither. She might regret those two sort of easy giveaway points at the beginning of that game, because at that moment she was really firing well, and the youngster was beginning to doubt that she had any shots to counter Steffi at that particular point. It's not a very good idea to give 3 easy points away like that. However, she's playing very, very well, looks very confident, very businesslike.
Had that break after fracturing her thumb while skiing in February. Has come back to win 2 tournaments since then, Amelia Island and Hamburg, to extend her unbeaten run to nearly a year. 2-1 she leads.
Nilton Singh, love 15.
Suddenly it's the teenager who's coming on strong.
0-30, love 30.
The nerves have been dispelled by winning the first game. 10 minutes we've been on court. And finding the lines now.
And they're all on return of serve too. She really does move in and take the ball so early, thus giving Steffi not enough time to recover from her service swing.
Fünfzehn 40, 15-40. Seles.
So the Yugoslav breaks back.
Weiter, 2 games all.
Very important to the match, those last 2 games. It looked as if Steffi might get away and ahead, and she's unstoppable if she does. Now it's 2-all.
No, 15 love.
Taking the ball on the rise and getting the element of surprise.
15 beide. 15 all.
First double fault of the match.
Dreißig 15. 30-15. Correction, ball was good.
Can you just see the mark? So I asked.
Please check it.
Well, Monica is pointing out to John Ralph, there the umpire, that she thinks it was out and that the mark indicates out and the linesman says it's out.
Correctly called original call stands.
And John Ralph corrects himself and awards the point to Seles.
40-15. Dreißig, 40-30. Spiel Seles. Seles führt 3-2. Seles leads 3 games to 2.
Well, great play there by Monica Seles, but Anna, I thought there were 1 or 2 signs there that Steffi felt she had to go for the lines as well to counter what Monica was throwing at her and just wasn't finding them.
I think that's quite right. Of course, the better Monica plays, the better Steffi will have to play. And it's not really Steffi's game to go quite so much for the lines. And she might feel that she's forced to do so in too much of a hurry. But I am a little surprised that Steffi doesn't take the pace off some of these ground strokes of Monica and keep the rally going a little bit longer, and therefore work herself into more of a chess pattern and outmaneuver her opponent instead of trying to hit her off the court, which is obviously not succeeding. It was okay in the first 2 games before Monica found her range.
Time.
And Steffi too will have to do something about this second serve. It's really rather sitting up for the 16-year-old to thump past her. So the first serve, very important in this game.
Having led 2-love, the German now trails 2-3.
Couldn't say no. 15 love. No, 30 love.
What a difference it makes when you get the first serve in. Opens up the court.
Dreißig 15, 30-15.
Fehler!
Beautiful counter-attacking again.
30 beide. 30 all.
And here I think Monica really surprises Steffi. Steffi always ready to cover the backhand. And I think Monica realises this and goes for the forehand.
Let.
Fehler!
Hold.
Out!
30-40. 30-14.
And there again, Steffi going for a winner very early in the rally. Mistiming it badly. And here's a point for 4-2.
Spiel Seles. Seles führt 4-2. Seles leads 4 games to 2.
Well, that's 3 successive forehands from Steffi over baseline.
She doesn't like hitting them so much, does she, from the extreme forehand corner. Steffi much prefers hitting her forehand from the backhand side of the court, giving her more angles.
Same weiter. 15 all.
Something just moving behind the server. Steffi calling out wait. I think it found the line.
15-30. 15-30.
We're there at last. Steffi, heeding Anne's advice, being patient and waiting for the moment to launch the forehand.
And again, it was played from the backhand side of the court. This is the one she likes. This is her favourite shot because she can hit it to either side of the opponent's court.
Spiel Graf.
Well, that was a big game for Steffi. She'd conceded 4 in a row.
Seles führt 4-3. Seles leads 4 games to 3.
And now she's right back in the set.
Yes, but she does have to be patient, doesn't she? She can't afford just to tee off on the first opportunity. She needs to work out the chess pattern, take some of the pace off the ball, because I feel Steffi is being rushed, particularly on the second shot after the serve. Steffi's still following through, and because Monica takes the ball so early, Steffi really has to rush that next shot. And that is a key point for her. She's going to have to be really alert and ready for this second shot in this next game, particularly if she misses her first serve and the second serve sits up.
And almost being rushed between points, because Steffi really gets on with the game, and this is Steffi giving a press conference earlier in the week, but her opponent is even quicker between the points.
Yes, Monica does remind me a little bit of Tracy Austin. She really does love to get on with the match. She's very quick, very eager, changes courts, plays very, very quickly indeed. In fact, in the last game, Steffi said wait in the middle because I think she was being rushed, Steffi.
Graf to serve then. 3-4 first set. And we've been on court some 22 minutes. Just missed.
15-0. 15 love. Dreissig 0. 30 love. 30-15, 30-15. (40-15, 40-15).
Well, that's beautiful use of the width and the depth of the court, the acute angle, setting up the opening.
40-30, 40-30.
That really was chess-like play. 40-30, 3-4. I think that little swatting away of the spare ball says it all.
Here beide, 4 games all.
Steffi is right back in the match. What a rich pattern of the first set we've had. Steffi winning the first 2 games, Monica the next 4, and now Steffi 2. 4 all, first set.
(15-0), 15 love. (30-0), 30 love. (40-0), 40 love.
Steffi got rather tucked up on that forehand, got it too close to the body, hence the swing was restricted and hence the error.
Seles, neue Bälle. Seles führt 5-4, erster Satz. Seles leads 5 games to 4, first set.
Well, Monica was almost gifted that game on a plate.
I was just thinking exactly the same thing, David. 4 all, and Steffi having won the last 2 games, you would really expect a very, very close fight for the next game. But Steffi rather gave it away, and Monica will take advantage of that if Steffi's not very careful. It's fascinating to watch 2 such aggressive baseliners, isn't it? And a lot of the time you expect to see these aggressive shots open up the court and someone go into the net to volley. But not a bit of it. These 2 are staying back and battling it out from the baseline. Neither of them feel particularly comfortable at the net, but I think Steffi might have to make a few excursions there on the odd occasion just to unsettle her opponent a little bit.
Time.
Well, I'm sorry you've lost pictures of the actual court again. Don't worry, the players haven't as yet restarted. Just as you can hear the applause coming out with Steffi to serve, 4-5 down in this first set, and serving with new balls. Let's hope we get the pictures back very shortly.
0-15, love 15.
Just in time to see the end of the first point. Steffi putting one over baseline, love 15, 4-5.
here is the danger of opening up the court. Steffi's got to go for these angles, but when her opponent reads it, doesn't give her much chance on the next shot.
Well, another Graf error, and Monica has 3 points to take the opening set. That's better.
(15:40, 15:40).
She certainly produced 2 great first serves when the chips were down. Can she produce a third?
Such a big point. Oh, well played. No sign of hesitation whatsoever. Latched onto the second serve, set up the opportunity, and didn't hesitate at all.
Well, Monica, as you said yesterday, she sees them and she hits them. Very simple, very effective. And what could be easier than that? Such cool, strong nerve she has, and such poise for a 16-year-old. How many players would hesitate and perhaps play not to make an error on a big point like that? But not Monica.
That first set lasted exactly half an hour. It gives you some indication of just how quickly these ladies are getting on with it.
Signal 30 love. Classic 15, 30-15. Classic Bida, 30 all. Classic 40-30.
Seles determined to pepper the Graf backhand, and I just wonder if Steffi will play 1 or 2 more rolled ones rather than relying on the slice all the time. Oh dear.
Spiel Seles. Erste Spiel, zweiter Satz. First game, second set, Seles. Seles leads 1 set to love.
Well, I can only suggest it's a sign of the pressure that Monica is putting on Steffi, both physically on the court and mentally, that it can explain the number of errors that Steffi is making.
She's making far too many mistakes from the right-hand wing from her forehand. And it's giving away 3 points, and that point at 30 all was absolutely vital to Steffi. She'd lost the first set, she'd 30 love down, she clawed her way back to 30 all and then made a careless mistake really for a champion on that particular point. Here we see Monica's serve. Again, she's still 16, she hasn't quite got the upper body strength to thump that service down, but it's certainly very rhythmical, as indeed are the rest of her shots. She moves well, very, very keen, very quick on her feet. And mentally very quick too, very alert.
Yes, the upper body strength will come, and the last year Monica grew 5 inches in height. Steffi then a set and love one down. Everything she touches and attempts turns to gold.
But again, it's to that forehand wing. Monica's spotted the weakness, I'm sure, and she's playing it for all it's worth.
Racing, love 30.
Steffi's first double fault. And this is the way a German crowd tries to raise a German player. Oh dear me.
040, love 40.
Oh, that is simply superb.
Seles führt 2-0. Seles leads 2 games to love.
Took everything that Steffi threw at her, and as soon as Steffi put in anything that was short, counter-attacked for all she was worth. Well, the little hesitation was severely punished. Monica thought about coming in.
0-15, love 15.
And was caught mid-court as a result in no man's land.
Racing, love 30. St. 15-30. Racing beide, 30 all. 30-40, 30-14.
And if Steffi's going to get back into the match, you sense she's got to take this opportunity.
Monica is drawn very wide there.
Deuce.
Steffi plays a roll backhand. And look what an extraordinary winner Monica produces from nowhere. She looked to be in trouble off the wrong foot, but straight down the line it goes.
Four-tile, advantage, Seles.
This really is now play of the highest quality.
Einstand, deuce.
Steffi is having to produce it just to survive.
And it's down in the end to who can play the best chess.
Four-tile, advantage.
Steffi having the last word in this rally, really outmanoeuvring her opponent, forcing the error from her racket.
She just produces winners from every conceivable position.
Einstand, deuce.
Yes, again, it's a slightly shorter ball. Monica wrong foot Steffi. Gets the high one, steps into it, and makes no mistake at all.
There's no fear on these big points. Well, I can't remember when Monica last made an unforced error.
Four-tile, advantage, Graf.
They know just how important it was for Steffi to win that one.
Seles führt 2-1, zweiter Satz, erster Satz, Seles. Seles leads by 2 games to 1 in the second set and by 1 set to love.
Steffi, I'm sure, very relieved to have won that game. A few deep breaths. She needs, I feel, to break the game up a little bit, to perhaps slow the match down. in terms of taking a little bit longer in between the points and playing some heavily sliced floating shots and maybe some high top spins instead of keep attacking all the time. In fact, it seems to me that Monica Seles is the one who's producing more variety. She's using the width of the court and the short angles better than her opponent. Steffi slices mostly on the backhand, and a lot of those are a little bit short. So with the slice, they tend to stay down off the bounce, making it a little bit more difficult for Monica to lift them. She doesn't make many errors, but she was certainly made to work hard in that last game. After all, she was love 30 up and then made 2 unforced errors on that wing. But she survived, and it's now 1-2.
Don't say no. 15 love.
Steffi wants another look at that one, I think. As John Graf has just had it confirmed by the linesman who's examined the mark that it was actually good.
30 love.
And he's awarded it as a clean winner.
Couldn't say 30-15.
Well, there's a change of pattern.
At last one has this feeling, the chip at the approach up to the net, and there's the angle for her. Absolutely perfect tennis, and she's going to have to do that a little bit more, in my opinion.
Well, she waited, but I would have felt better for her if she'd actually followed in and smashed it away. I'm sure Anne is right.
Zweibeiner, 2 games all.
She's going to have to seize the initiative. If you trade ground shots with Monica, they're just going to come back with interest. 2-2 though.
Doesn't say no. 15 love.
That was a clever serve from Monica. She knows that Steffi likes to run round, so she got a slice, the left-handed slice, and swung it right into the body of Steffi. Couldn't get out of the way in time.
Doesn't say Bider. 15 all. 35, 15-30. Dreißig beide, 30 all.
Well, that again is quite an extraordinary shot. Really good forehand with a lot of angle.
It's impossible to think where she creates this winner from. It's a lovely forehand from Steffi. Again, Steffi, I think, guilty of moving to cover the backhand wing. But even so, what a brave shot from Monica.
Well, we've said it before, but it bears repeating. She has no nerves. She just hits it. It's so natural.
Seles für 3 zu 2, zweiter Satz, erster Satz, Seles.
But in this last point, just as this ball is falling, I'm wondering in my mind what in actual fact Monica is going to do with this. Because most baseliners will wait for this to come down again and then hit it, but not Monica. She steps in, left-handed overhead, and nails it away for a winner. Didn't even hesitate on it. Never looked as though she was going to miss it either.
And just when you thought Steffi was getting back in the match, suddenly Monica came up with that almost squash-like, with a flick of the wrist, backhand cross-court for a winner.
It's that extra little bit of pace, isn't it? Steffi has speeded up her backswing, and she isn't being caught quite so late with the balls now. But even so, as soon as Steffi does show signs of getting into it, Monica ups the pace of her shots and produces two winners out of nowhere, really. I suppose it's the courage of youth. 16, 4 wins under her belt. That makes so much difference. 4 titles. Starting off with Lipton, the Players' Championships, 128 draws. She battled her way through there. So much confidence now. And Steffi really has a problem on her hands. 2-3.
Bitte schön, nehmen Sie Platz.
One or two people that's standing up. You just catch a glimpse of them behind Steffi.
Say no. 15 love. Say beide. 15 all. St. Racing, 15-30. 15-40. 15-14.
And yet another scorching winner off a serve that was too short. Means Monica has 2 points to lead by 4 games to 2 with a set already in her pocket.
Rising 30-14.
It's not good enough.
And here you feel that Steffi is really beginning to face the fact that she might lose this match. That backhand volley totally lacked conviction. And Monica is so keen, so eager, pouring at the ground all the time.
Say 0. 15 love.
And there may be a sign of desperation. Steffi thinking of chipping and charging behind the return of serve and coming in. Couldn't even get that right. 66 matches she's won on a trot.
Same beide. 15 all.
Yes, Steffi, you can wrong foot Monica if you wait long enough. Patience. This is how hard you have to work to beat this young 16-year-old. Steffi really rallying here. Monica forced into an error.
2 break points. The German is not about to lie down easily and roll over and be beaten.
Seles führt 4-3, zweiter Satz, erster Satz Seles. Seles leads by 4 games to 3 in the second set and by 1 set to love.
Well, no wonder they look a little tired. These rallies must be taking their toll physically and mentally.
I'm sure, particularly from Steffi's point of view. After all, she's carrying the crown, isn't she? and the expectations of the people behind her. But to her credit, there was a moment there where I thought she was going to give up, but not Steffi. The first point was chip and charge, which is worthy of a grass court, and then, as David said, not particularly well played. But she really dug her toes in here and fought hard to extricate herself from 2-4 down. But the problem for Steffi is there's got to be so much more of that if she's going to win this match. It's a long uphill battle, 4-6, 3-4, a lot to face sitting in that chair. This is a sort of consistent tennis she's got to play. Work hard for and win the point, but then not give the next one away cheaply.
And really, she's not faced a challenge like this for a long time, because when she lost to Sanchez in Paris, it was on a very slow, rain-affected court, which really sapped all the strength out of her shots. At times, she's been out-hit today and out-thought.
Nil save, love 15. Nil love 30.
And one wonders whether that layoff, because of the skiing accident, is affecting her now, because she just doesn't seem able to maintain the consistency of her game. Every now and again she just gifts away 2 or 3 points, and she just can't afford to do it. Love 30.
Fehler!
Nil 40. Love 40.
And once again, Monica seizes on anything short of a length. And even the first serve now is coming back.
Seles führt 5-3. Seles leads 5 games to 3.
So Seles, 1 game from a famous victory over the lady who has ruled women's tennis since August 1987.
15 love.
16th of August 1987, Steffi took over the #1 spot. And apart from 1 or 2 blips on the way, has never seriously been challenged in those 3 years. Well, if I hadn't seen it, I don't think I'd have believed it. The number of errors Steffi has made today. But of course, they've been errors under sustained pressure.
Dreißig 15, 30-15. Vierzig 15, 14-15.
We've been on court an hour and 3 minutes. And Monica Seles, 16 years of age, has 2 championship points to beat the world's #1. She's done it. How she's deserved it. She was the better player on the day. Monica Seles has beaten the world's #1, and we wonder what effect that is going to have on the summer to come. And
Well, it was a wonderful match. Monica thoroughly deserved her win. It'll be very interesting now to see how that affects Steffi, how it affects the French Championships and Wimbledon coming up. After all, it's the start of a long, hot summer. It was a beautiful match today. Monica hardly made any mistake at all.
that's her parents, Monica's parents. Delighted they must be.
Proudly watching on. What a great day for her.
So Seles has won the German Open. She's beaten Steffi Graf 6-4, 6-3.